In this part of the lesson, we're going to learn how to use a do-while loop. This just provides an alternative way to add the logical test which determines when you should exit from a do loop structure. Let's start by opening up the file that I've extracted and downloaded, and then we can enable content as usual. If I look into the Visual Basic Editor from the Developer tab, we'll find a section of code that is very similar, if not identical, to the code we were writing in the previous part of this lesson. So currently we have a do until loop nested inside a regular do loop. And it's the do until loop that I'm interested in here. We've said do until active cell.value equals an empty string. So that means that our inner loop will continue processing a set of instructions until it reaches a cell that is empty. So that's used to basically work through our list of games in the FIFA 2018 World Cup on a single worksheet until we reach the end of the table, at which point it will move on to the next sheet and then repeat that set of instructions. A do until loop will continue executing its set of instructions until the logical test you provide here returns true. Now, in some situations you may find it useful to reverse that logic and continue repeating a set of instructions only while the condition is true, or until it is false if you prefer. So to make that work, what we can do is exchange the word until with the word while. We can then reverse the way we're testing our condition to check that the active cell value is not empty, and now our loop will continue looping while the cell that we're currently in contains a value, so while its value is not empty. The end result again for the end user is absolutely identical. They would detect no difference whatsoever when they run the code. This is just an alternative way for you to test your conditions, and in certain situations it can be more advantageous to use a while loop than an until loop. Simply makes it easier to structure your logic. Just as with the do until loop that we saw in the previous part of the lesson, you can place the while and the condition onto the loop line instead. So I can drag this down and say loop while active cell value is not equal to an empty string. To the end user, again, this would make no difference. The end results would be the same. The only difference it would make would be if cell A3 was empty when we first begin running the procedure. So currently, even if cell A3 were empty, this inner do loop would execute its instructions once before it then checks if the new active cell is empty. If the while condition was on the do line instead, I can drag that back up. If cell A3 was empty, this condition would be evaluated and it would determine that the active cell value is an empty string, so it would immediately exit from that inner do loop and then continue with the next instruction instead, which is this one. At this point, we should quickly test that the subroutine works, so we can select anywhere in the subroutine and then run it from the toolbar. And if we switch back into Excel, just check that each of the 6 games on each of the 6 worksheets contains a set of random scores. So at this point, you're welcome to continue with the extra practice session at the end of this part of the lesson, or you could attempt some of the module exercises or read the module summary, or even attempt the module test.